At 34 weeks pregnant, I found out that my child might not survive birth, and if she did, she would be profoundly disabled and have significant differences to her face, hands, and feet. I spent the next 4 weeks trying to prepare myself for the unknown. I didn't think I was strong enough to be her mom. I was filled with overwhelming fear, but I had no choice but to face what was to come, even though I didn't want to. It felt like my life was ending, but little did I know it was just beginning. 4 weeks later, Sophia was born, and I never knew how powerful a mother's love could be until I held her. That's when I knew I'd be strong enough for her. She made me realize I was not only capable of being her mom, but I was capable of so much more. She is the reason I found my courage and voice to accomplish things I never thought possible. Lately, I've been thinking about the 5 promises I made to my daughter when she was born, throughout her life, and before her death. The first promise I made to her was while I was holding her in the NICU. I told her I would love and accept her unconditionally, no matter what. This meant accepting the new medical conditions and changes in her as they appeared. Soon after she turned 2, she began to lose her skills, and in its place, she gained a new life-limiting diagnosis each year. It was heartbreaking, but there was no time for sadness or grief because she needed me. My love and acceptance of her never wavered. The second promise I made to her was to be the mother she needed me to be, which meant pushing myself out of my comfort zone and overcoming insecurities and self-limiting beliefs. It meant facing every scary medical moment with strength and learning every medical procedure I needed to so that I could care for her. I also promised to do whatever it took to fight for her, to give her the best quality of life. This meant fighting to find my voice and strength and doing things I never wanted to do. It meant becoming a fighter and not taking no for an answer when it came to getting her what she needed. It meant making the difficult choice after living a private life for 8 years to become a public advocate to fight for her life-saving health care. It also meant becoming comfortable in front of a camera for interviews, learning to give speeches in front of hundreds of people, and shutting out the violent threats, hate speech, and cruelty toward my child. I learned not only to fight for my daughter's right to exist, but to fight for change to help others like her. I also promised to always listen to and be in tune with her body, and to stop medical interventions when her body was telling me it had had enough. When surgeries went from decreasing pain and providing a better quality of life to putting her life at even more risk and reducing her quality of life, we stopped. This was the hardest promise to keep because it meant we had to say goodbye. And the last promise I whispered in Sophia's ear before she died was that I would continue the work we had started together. She was so proud of it. I told her I would continue to help others in her memory and keep her story and impact on this world alive. It's why I can't quit. We built a large and amazing online community of people who adore Sophia. They were willing to fight for her and continue to raise awareness in her memory. My daughter was a powerful little soul, and even though she only graced us with her presence for 10.5 years, she significantly impacted the lives of so many people, and I will not let that die.